Hey folks, how we doing today? Down in the Yak Shack. Actually came down to spool some reels and do a few other things, clean this place up a little bit really. But I wanted to do a short video. I had a request today for another rigging video. Somebody said they liked the donkey rig video I did not long ago, so I thought I'd show you a fluke setup that I just recently purchased. And I got this fluke setup, rod, reel, based on what Mike Kennick and Rob Seals and Scott Roberts, the guys I fish with, Michael Kennick, the guys I fish with that I trust and know are really awesome fishermen. This is what they use, and they've used it a long time. They use a little bit different reel than what I use, but they've used it a long time and had great success with it, and those guys are great fishermen. I'll put them up against anybody in the area of a kayak. You're not going to beat them, but anyway, they turned me on to this setup. It's a real light setup for fluke. I think they use it for some Senkos. It's a good all-around rod and reel setup. The rod is a St. Croix Avid. It is 6 foot long. It's medium fast. The model number is AVS60MF. So it's 6 foot, medium fast, really light rod. I don't know exactly how many ounces it weighs, but it's really light. It's a really awesome rod to throw all day, especially a fluke. I've got on this rod, I have a Lew's spinning reel. It's a MS200. I think it's a Lew's Mach Speed Spin, I think is the name of it. It's a Lew's reel. It's a good looking reel, green. I've got Power Pro Slick 8 braid with a fluoro leader P-line. It's 15-pound fluoro leader. And that leader can be 7 or 8 foot long. This is a little bit shorter because I've been using this rod and reel quite a bit, so I've been cutting the leader down when I need to retie. The fluke setup is a Zoom fluke. In my opinion, that's a 5-inch pearl Zoom fluke. It's super salty Zoom fluke. In my opinion, it's the best fluke made. There is no other fluke to fish. In my opinion, it's what we all fish. It's a great fluke, very durable, really lasts a long time. I really like those flukes. We're throwing pearl and we're throwing smoking shad right now, which seems to be the hot color. Fluke wise, hook wise, there's 2 hooks I use. I either use a 5/0 wide gap. You can get whatever brand hook you want to get. Some people will swear by Trocar, some people will swear by different brands. I just get a good all-around hook. That's a 5/0 wide gap hook. The one I've been throwing lately is a 4/0 worm hook. The reason I've been throwing it is the fish that we've been catching can be sort of spooky about seeing that hook. So that 4/0 worm hook fits up inside that fluke perfect. They don't see very much of that hook. You can see right here, when that hook is in that fluke, you see very little of that hook. You see just a little bit sticking out the bottom versus a wide gap hook, which will look like that. You see a lot of hooks sticking out the bottom. Sometimes they don't like that. They don't like to see that hook. Sometimes it doesn't matter. Both are good hooks, but right now I'm fishing that 4/0 worm hook. So it's pretty simple setup. You just take the point of that hook, hold the fluke in your hand like that, into the nose. I go in just a little bit, not far. Run it up to that bend, come back out, stick the hook in the little slit in the fluke and out the back, and then just press the hook point into that back. That's what it looks like. Just throw it out, jerk it along. Sometimes here lately, we've not even been jerking it. Throw it out there, just let it float down with the current, maybe move it a couple times, and they're on it, big time. But that's the fluke setup. I wanted to go over it with you guys. Back with you again, go over another swim bait setup with you that I just came across. Want to talk about the reel a little bit. This excellent reel. It's a Shimano Curado 300E. They're really hard to find anymore. I found this one used out of Georgia. I think it was on Facebook Marketplace. It is an awesome swim bait reel. I came down today. I need to re-spool it. I blew it up the other day fishing, but I paired this with a Dobbins Fury 795 swim bait rod, and it is an excellent setup. It's a low profile reel. Mike and Rob and Scott, they all have them and taught me into getting one. I've always been an ambassador guy. I've got some round reels that I really like, but I really like this setup. I wanted to go over it with you. Use this for smaller swim baits, 5-inch, 6-inch, 7-inch, bull shads and glide baits, HUDs. If I get above 7-inch, I'll usually go to my big swim bait setup that I talked about in an earlier video. But I wanted to show this off a little bit. Really love this reel. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, hit that subscribe button for me. Have a good evening.